In today's video, I have a tiny penny stock that has been listed by Forbes as one of the best stocks of 2025. I have talked about this on the channel before. The last time I looked at this stock, it was around $3.80. Less than 2 weeks later, it ran up to nearly $6, but has dropped back to an attractive price once again today. Let me know in the comments if any of you followed along with this stock last time. But before we get into the video, I just want to say thanks to everyone watching the channel over the past few years. We just hit 53,000 subscribers, which is incredible. And I just want to say thank you to everyone for watching. Now, if you enjoy this content and like the video, then please drop a comment and let me know your thoughts. I always appreciate the feedback. But remember that I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice, so always do your own due diligence. Now let's get straight into it. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Atlas Lithium Corporation. This stock is trading on NASDAQ, ticker symbol ATLX. Atlas Lithium Corporation is a US-based mineral exploration company with the largest size and breadth of exploration projects for strategic minerals in Brazil, a premier mineral jurisdiction. Atlas Lithium intends to be a leader in the provisioning of minerals essential to the transformation of the global economy from fossil fuels to electrification, a process which is expected to take decades and a process that we are still very much at the early stages of. Atlas Lithium's properties encompass approximately 540 kilometers squared for lithium, as well as mineral rights for nickel, rare earth metals, titanium, and graphite. Atlas Lithium also owns multiple mining concessions for gold, diamond, and industrial sand. Focused on moving from exploration to profitability, Atlas Lithium has one of the largest exploration projects for lithium and other battery metals in Brazil, which includes 7 main clusters of prospective mineralization, including Neves. Importantly, several of their mineral rights are located adjacent to or near mineral rights that belong to a large publicly traded competitor company, which has demonstrated the presence of lithium deposits totaling over 100 million tons. The northeastern Brazil lithium project encompasses 7 mineral rights spread over approximately 71 kilometers squared. Again, this is 100% owned with all the critical infrastructure in place. As it says here, we plan to continue to explore the areas to assess whether we have economic deposits. But it's not just lithium, there is also titanium, rare earth metals, and graphite. In the latest news in the past couple of days, Atlas Lithium's critical minerals subsidiary reports strong rare earths, titanium, and graphite results, reporting high-grade, near-surface rare earth mineralization with grades up to 28,870 ppm, alongside graphite concentrate results of up to 96.6%. But this is important. Atlas Critical Metals owns over 575,000 acres of mineral rights for rare earths, titanium, graphite, uranium, copper, and nickel, and Brazil, where the subsidiary operates, hosts significant rare earth deposits and holds the world's second largest graphite reserves. Now you can see this press release on the company's website, but I'm skipping right down here near the end to strategic importance. The strategic importance of securing robust critical mineral supply chains was recently underscored by the US Department of Defense's $400 million investment in MP Materials. Atlas Lithium's strategic stake in Atlas Critical Minerals provides shareholders with direct exposure to the broader critical minerals sector and strengthens the company's position within the global supply chains for materials vital to energy transition and national security. As it says here, our focus remains on advancing our flagship Neves lithium project towards production, while our significant stake in Atlas Critical Metals allows our shareholders to have benefit from exposure to a broader range of materials at a time of heightened geopolitical importance. The initial results from Atlas Critical Minerals programs are highly encouraging and underscore the strong potential of these assets. Another thing to note here that is happening very soon is that Atlas are expected to release their earnings report at the end of next week, with the date estimated for August 8th, although I did not see any official announcement yet on the company's website. So let's take a look at the investors presentation to see the scale of opportunity here. The Atlas Lithium Minas Gerais lithium project is a permitted project with a clear path to production, highly supportive jurisdiction with proven lithium potential. Atlas have strategic partnership with Tier 1 global partners. These partners are suppliers to some of the world's largest EV manufacturers such as BYD and Tesla. And they have strategic investment and prepayment offtake agreements. These global partners validate Atlas Lithium's business model, assets, and teams, and there is over $80 million in total investment. To further elaborate on the fundamentals supporting lithium demand, we can see here that it's very much the early stages of demand that is expected to explode between now and 2050. McKinsey and the Global Battery Alliance forecast a 27% compound annual growth rate for demand of lithium batteries by 2030. And Woodmac forecast the USA EV sales will grow over 600% from 2022 to 2030. Now, this presentation continues on showing the low-cost production advantages of Atlas, the success of neighboring mines, and highlights the advantages of the infrastructure and ESG benefits. So I highly recommend that everybody take a look at this investor's presentation. There is a lot of detail about the upside of the Neves project and a lot of technical drilling results. So there is a link to this in the description below. Check this out if you're interested in Atlas Lithium. Now, it's been a while since I mentioned Atlas on the channel, and there have been some developments since the last time I spoke about the company. Now, I mentioned Atlas' flagship Neves project just a moment ago, and the company was granted a mining concession for its lithium mineral rights in Brazil. This concession, awarded by Brazil's Ministry of Mines and Energy, a significant step for Atlas Lithium as it represents the highest form of mineral right ownership in the country. It provides the company with perpetual ownership rights to mine lithium without volume restrictions as long as they comply with regulations. Now, for a lot of Atlas investors, this is not new news because this was announced well over a month ago. But the news came at a critical point in time because the EV sector has been really hotting up again lately. Since hitting its 4-year low in June, lithium prices have bounced back very strong by about 25% in the past few weeks. And there has also been a lot of increased optimism for EV stocks like Lucid that has seen its share price increase by over 50% at one point, but is still up over 35% in the past month. And of course NIO, which is up over 40% in the past month alone. Now, I've been getting a lot of requests to make an update video on NIO stock over the past few weeks. And guys, as you know, I do like to post on the YouTube page, offering you guys the chance to pick out what stocks you want me to cover next. After posting this on Friday, I covered both APLD and AMXP stocks, which initially were the most voted for, and then last night I covered a brand new penny stock. But if you guys would like to see me do a NIO update, then drop a comment below. Or if you would like me to cover anything else, then drop the ticker in the comments and I will also take a look. Anyways, back to Atlas Lithium. That concession news came at a time when lithium is experiencing surging demand globally, and the Neves project's concession could position Atlas Lithium advantageously in the lithium market as it allows the company to advance from exploration to extraction. But what do analysts think of Atlas Lithium? Looking at MarketBeat, we can see that Atlas Lithium is covered by just a single analyst who has given the stock a buy rating and a price target of $19. But this price target was set months ago and there has not been any recent updates from analysts. But back last year, there was a total of 3 analysts covering this stock who had targets as high as $75 at one point. So there was a lot of optimism around Atlas Lithium last year. And it will be very interesting to see if any of these analysts update their ratings in the near future, especially if the price of lithium continues to surge. Now, one of the things that I talked about in my last video was that major industry players were beginning to make huge strategic moves just as the price of lithium was hitting bottom. Mining giant Rio Tinto announced a major $2.5 billion lithium mining project in Argentina, and then also announced a deal in Chile, which was the first major lithium project in years alongside a state-run producer. So maybe this is the beginning of a reversal in the EV and lithium industries after dropping over the past few years. But guys, what do you think? Considering that the price of lithium took off in 2021 on the back of EV hype, but since then we have seen the emergence of AI, and lithium will have a huge role in the advancement of AI devices, especially robotics. Could we be at the start of another lithium bull run Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, but always do your own due diligence. Remember that I'm not a financial advisor, but if you enjoyed this analysis, then please like and subscribe. Follow me on X, and I'll catch you in the next video.